Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fragrant Bunker. One of my lovely subscribers, Colin Jinx, asked me if I could do a specific perfume video, and that would be perfumes for the rain. And so I thought, what a wonderful idea, especially in this time of year where, well, it depends where you are in the world. It could be more or less rainy. I decided to do my top 5 perfumes for the rain, or top 5 rain perfumes. Perfumes for a rainy day, while you're indoors or outdoors. We're going to cover all the different facets together. So before we get to it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Superdacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week on my main Superdacob YouTube channel, so go check me out there and join the fun. Hi to my co-chattors. Look at this beautiful landscape that Bubbles generated. Finley says, oh, it looks like Hansel and Gretel. Well, except it's not made out of cookies and sweets, the house, is it? Teepa says, makes me want to go turn on my lavender atomizer. Love the background, says Crybaby Uzagi. It's a beautiful, relaxing background. I prompted Bubbles to generate a background that was kind of giving nature vibes in the countryside, but there's a little kind of house or cottage there, and we're surrounded by these beautiful flowers. It feels like this could be spring, and it's about to start raining, and we're about to rush into the house and get cozy and look through the window as the rain falls. Except we're going to have a little bit of magic going on because, I can withstand the rain. I can actually be outdoors in the rain and still stay dry while I talk to you about perfumes for a rainy day. And just like that, it gets a little bit cold. We shiver a little bit, and it starts to rain. Now, there's quite a few perfumes that I enjoy very much while I'm at home and it's raining. And I love to sit close to the window, cozy up on a chair close to the window and just listen to the rain. Sometimes even to the thunder. If there's a storm, especially in summer, those go like really fast, right? They come and go and you have those thunders, and nature is so full of life. It's so exciting. I feel incredible when it's raining. I know a lot of people don't like the rain. I love the rain. I adore the rain. I adore the sounds of the rain. I adore the smells that the rain brings with itself, whether it be that humid smell in the air of the rain falling, or whether it be that mesmerizing, magical smell that you only encounter on planet Earth after it's been dry for a while, in nature in particular, and then it rains, and you get the smell of petrichor. Petrichor is something that makes living on planet Earth really magical to me. Granted, petrichor, you can Google it and check out what it actually means. It's the bacteria's in the soil, and some of them are asleep, some of them are dead, and then when they get wet, they kind of start floating around. They're not dangerous for humans, so they say. By the way, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. But when you smell actually the decay of these life forms, of these organisms, and there's a sweet, sickly smell of death in the air, that's petrichor. And boy, oh boy, do I love wearing this perfume when it's raining. Paris Edinburgh, or Paris Edinburgh, by Chanel from the Les Eaux range. This cypress accord with green notes. To me, you can check out my review of this perfume. It has changed a bit since its initial release, and I have here the first release. It was more green, now it's more bluish. If you buy the newer batches of Paris Edinburgh, it will have a bluer tint to it. It was a little bit more naturally looking in the past. My batch code is 1202. This is from the year of its release. Paris Edinburgh is literally the smell of petrichor, but poeticized. It is turned into a poetic version of what petrichor smells and then bottled into a fragrance bottle. I'm not so sure if Olivier Polge, who is the nose behind this fragrance, if he was thinking about petrichor when he was developing this perfume. Possibly not, but to me, it's kind of, I know there are niche fragrances out there. Some of them have tackled the concept of petrichor. Some of them are actually called petrichor, right? But this one is a idyllic, natural, poetic version of petrichor. It's very, very beautiful, very poetic, and it relaxes me, it soothes me, it makes me feel like I'm here in this space while it's raining, while I'm wearing this perfume. Ever so slightly sweet, but it stays dry. That cedar accord in there as well, hiding somewhere in there, greenish accord, and it stays also citrusy. You know, it is from the Les Eaux range. It does have that lightness to it, but there's depth to it as well. That kind of citrusy vibe and mood, that green, spicy tone in there, which gives it the petrichor vibe. Beautiful fragrance. This one is really, really, really beautiful. And like I always say, perfumes know no gender, so this is also for everyone, really, if you enjoy it. And it's also available in a smaller bottle. This is the 125 ml bottle. They also do the 50 ml. I think these are so beautiful. The design of the bottles is also majestic, really. It is classic 30s and 40s Chanel revisited. They already did these rounded off bottles in the past, and they kind of brought them back now. They're like little flasks. Love these bottles. Love them to bits. Longevity is also relatively cool with this one. Not as long as Paris Paris from the Les Eaux range, but longevity is good for me. Now so this one is really good to wear indoors while it's raining for me. I love to smell the outside also indoors while it's raining, and I'm looking at the rain and I'm wearing this indoors. Now I'm going to show you a perfume that can be worn indoors and outdoors. I'm thinking, is it more indoors or outdoors? Maybe a little bit more if you're traveling and you've come to a place where it's raining and you think, oh darn, I'm going to skip a whole day. I paid for this trip and the hotel, and I'm somewhere in nature, depending where you are. Maybe you're on a journey through somewhere in Europe and you want to see the cathedrals in Spain or something, or some medieval village somewhere in Europe, and you're visiting it and it starts raining and you think, oh, a day is spoiled. Don't think that. Enjoy the rain. The rain brings life. It's actually a magical time. And there's a perfume that I love to wear when it's raining, and I love to go to the museum with this one. Or if I want to visit some ancient architectural building, or if I'm in the mood to visit some old churches, not for religious purposes, just for the beauty of the aesthetic and the architecture and the smell that these churches have inside. You know how the wood in the churches smells, and a lot of incense is used in these churches. So there's a whole vibe while it's raining outside, and there's that humidity that permeates the air inside of these ancient stone buildings. There's a humidity that builds up in them. It's so soothing, actually, and relaxing and calming to me. And so there's a perfume I love to wear while I'm being a tourist and visiting historical artifacts, landscapes, and buildings, and it's raining. I love to wear Comme des Garçons Incense Avignon. Of course, interesting, not a coincidence, that this fragrance is also from the incense series from Comme des Garçons, where every fragrance is dedicated to a spiritual capital of the world. Avignon being the Catholic one, and there's Alzate, there's Jaisalmer, there's Kyoto, there is Zagorsk, and they all depict different religions, right? Something about the incense in Avignon is really, there's a sweetness to this and a dryness. And the dryness combats the wetness of the rain, and they mesh so well together. Even if you're walking outside in the rain and you're wearing Avignon, it's just going to have a different effect than if you wear it on a dry, sunny day. This one is beautiful no matter when you wear it, but it's particularly poetic in the rain. It makes you feel like you're traveling through time, and you're going to have some spiritual awakening and happening going on. I just recommend to not wear headphones, listen to music. For once in your life, detach from technology and just listen to the sound of the rain. That's your music. Listen to the nuances, to the energy, to the shifts between dryness and humidity. It's the universe and nature literally talking to you. It's the best soundtrack you could have. And then all of that framed with a perfume that keeps emanating like a soft, tender caress and whisper while you are on your journey. And beautiful, really. This thing is really, really beautiful. Just Avignon. Mahora says, I love the rain sound effect. It is beautiful, isn't it? I just want to like cuddle up now and sleep with you guys, just like, oh, let's take a nap in the rain. I love napping in the rain. Love napping in the rain. And in fact, the next perfume is just right for that purpose. There's a depth to it. And I have just had surgery that I've gone through, and I'm recovering now. And I have been really enjoying this perfume a lot. And it has been rainy these days. So coincidentally, this one, I've been using it a lot lately. It gives me peace of mind. It's very spiritual. It's one of the most spiritual perfumes I own. There's a lot of depth to it. There's so much pain in it as well, but beauty, contemplation of existence. And it's another incense-based fragrance. This is olibanum, frankincense-based fragrance, but not just that. It has a lot of dry damask rose and a ton of ambergris, natural ambergris, at least in the older batches. The newer batches, unfortunately, on the ingredients list, there is no more ambergris listed as pure ambergris, but the bottle that I have still comes from the older batch. And you can check out my review of this perfume where I show, I think, the box as well. And on the box it states that it has ambergris. So it did have still real ambergris in it a while ago. That would be Guerlain's Encens Mythique, the mythical incense. Now, you know, the sperm whale and the ambergris. It's a very, very potent smell. Sorry, my hair's all over the place. It's a very potent smell. There's aldehydes in here. It starts off sparkly and it goes into that rose and it tricks you, just like every good Guerlain fragrance. It starts off in one place and it takes you somewhere completely different. And this, as it warms up on your skin, the ambergris starts emanating and pulsating, and it covers. The aura of this is insane. One spray only. If you really want to savor the beauty of this fragrance, you do not overspray it. One spray on your chest, let it heat up, and let that ambergris permeate your senses. If you overdo it, it suffocates. It's all about dosing this. It's also slightly salty. It smells of the ocean. It smells of water. This is a landscape, like it could be here, but let's say our little cottage in the rain is very close to the sea or to the ocean. There's a beach somewhere in the distance. And so sometimes we get wafts of that humid, salty air when it rains. Oh, I love that smell as well. And this perfume has a mineral aquatic accord in there. You know, it comes from Wales, from the ocean, and it takes us back to the ocean. I spray this before I go to bed, and it lulls me to sleep. Particularly beautiful to sleep while you smell the ambergris from this as it's raining outside. It makes you feel primordial. It makes you feel as if you're going back in time and you're connecting to generations and generations of ancestors that have come before you. It's almost like a link that connects you to your past. You know, past that you've long forgotten because, I mean, how can you remember, right? You only know your generation. This thing takes you back on a journey several generations back to through your ancestry, and it takes you through the mud, right? Through the oceans, through the depths of the water, also through beautiful landscapes and sceneries. But this perfume is a perfume of mourning, of becoming aware of something that is no more. You can maintain the memory of it, and the memory can be beautiful, like this fragrance is beautiful, but it's especially a fragrance about mourning. And the way that it's the way that it depicts mourning is with the rose. You know, in my original review of this perfume, it didn't dawn on me, and this is why I also love revisiting these fragrances from time to time. This perfume is a perfume about the death of a rose. It really can move you to tears if you see it that way and you spray it onto your skin. You have that sparkly, lively aldehyde with the beautiful rose, and it's all about the rose. And a lot of people are turned off by this perfume in the beginning because they think, oh, it's just a rose perfume. It doesn't even have really much incense, although the incense is shy, but it comes through later on. And this rose is full of life, right? Beautiful pinky cheeks. And then you realize pretty soon something is wrong. The rose is sick. There's no cure. It's fading. It's decaying. As the rain pours and you're kind of lulling yourself to sleep, the rose drifts away to another world, and it leaves behind the drama of ambergris, this ocean that covers up this rose and takes it away, and it's gone. And you're left with the memory of a rose. I mean, this thing is heartbreakingly beautiful. Really. And you smell that rose more and more in the distance. And it's a funeral for a rose. They could have called this perfume a funeral for a rose. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Very goth, very dark. Foreboding. Love it. Love this. This is a masterpiece. I really think they should try to get real ambergris back in here. Just beautiful. Now the next one is a fun one, especially when it's raining and warm outside. I love to wear this one in the rain. And nothing special, no visiting cathedrals or touristy stuff. No, you're at home, it starts raining, and you just have that moment of energy, of perkiness, and you just want to go out in nature. Just be with yourself. You take your umbrella with you, you go out to enjoy the rain. Nothing special, really. You know, you're not going anywhere. You're just going out for the sake of feeling the rain. Oh man, the best perfume for that. I kid you not, especially in warmer months, when it's raining in the warm months where you don't even have to wear a jacket. You can even wear short sleeves and go out in the rain. You know that a summer rain is the best time for this perfume. Try it out and let me know. I always wear this in the rain. Chanel's Cuir de Russie. I have here the Eau de Toilette, but of course no longer in production. You can, however, purchase the Eau de Parfum, which is still in production. Again, another rose. I think rose is really... A rose befits the rain, I want to say. Oh. Cuir de Russie. Oh my God, the love of my life. Oh, this is so poetic, you know. That velvety, dry suede leather accord imbued with the rose and, of course, the Chanel aldehydes. A little bit of dust in there for good measure while you're kind of combating the wetness of the rain. This is... It goes slightly bitter, but then it goes back sweet to the rose. You know, it kind of titillates. It vibrates and pulsates just like the effect of the raindrops falling and the sound that they make as they're hitting the ground. That's kind of Cuir de Russie. It's totally that vibe. So poetic. If you're in a grumpy mood because it's a warm day in summer and you wish you could spend it with friends, going outside, having fun, and instead it starts raining and you think, oh, the day is spoiled. Spray on some Cuir de Russie and go out into the rain. And you'll realize actually the day has been saved, not spoiled at all. Love it. Love it to bits. And now we get to the queen, or king, or queen, however you want it. By the way, if you're liking this video, be sure to thumb it up and subscribe. It means the world to me, and it does help out with the YouTube algorithm a lot because it's tough. It's a tough competitive landscape on YouTube. So the king, queen of all of the rain fragrances for me has to be this one. It is obnoxious for many people. Many people cannot stand this one. I think they cannot stand it because they, one, do not dose it right. You need half a spray of this, or one spray, that's it. They overspray. Two, they don't wear it in the right climate. You need a special type of weather and season to wear this. And you need the rain. This white floral fragrance really blossoms to its fullest potential only in the rain. Only in the rain can you really get the beautiful magic of this perfume. Indoors, outdoors, nature, city, wherever you are, if there's rain and you really want to smell the best perfume for the rain, then you have to open up your wallet, because this one, unfortunately, not cheap. It's a niche, but boy, oh boy, this thing is made for the rain. Carnal Flower from Frédéric Malle by Dominique Ropion. Tuberose, tuberose, tuberose salicylates within tuberose, the camphorous aspect of tuberose. When they sell you this perfume, they tell you this is the fragrance that has been made with the biggest concentration of tuberose, concentré and salicylates than any other perfume. To smell this flower bloom in the rain, it's like the missing ingredient has been added. Whatever makes you feel like this fragrance is obnoxious to you, it's because it's missing maybe something or has too much of something. When you wear it in the rain, it's like the rain was that missing ingredient to make everything fall into place. And Carnal Flower, man, oh man, I mean, it has the melon accord in there as well. It has, you know, quite a few twists and turns, although it's relatively linear, I mean, on the skin. I mean, it also has some jasmine listed in the accords, you know, but there's tuberose in the heart, but there's also tuberose in the base notes of this one. This is a tuberose fragrance. This is a white floral bomb, okay? And when you wear this, you have to be aware of how to dose it, because this is magical. It's a potion, really, more than a perfume, and you can poison yourself with it if you don't know how to use it. You have to become a witch or a warlock and read a little bit about tuberose. Read about these ingredients. Read a little bit about the botanical aspects of it, in history, what they also meant. Try to understand them, and that will help you also learn how to dose them right on your body, to enjoy them to their full potential. Otherwise, it's a waste of money, a waste of time, a waste of product. If you don't dose it right, nobody's going to be happy. You're going to suffocate people around you. You won't enjoy it either. But if you dose it just right, it's pure magic. And the Rain is that secret ingredient that you need to add to this in order to really, really enjoy this masterful, majestic, I mean, the name says it all, carnal flower, majestic tuberose fragrance. Beautiful. This is another one of those that can bring you to tears. That green, vibrant tuberose smell, blended in so masterfully with the camphorous aspect of it. Oh. It's cooling, but also warming at the same time. Perfect for the rain. Carnal Flower by Dominique Ropion for Frédéric Malle. Those would be my top 5 perfumes for the rain. Thank you for having the idea and asking me to do the video. It was a lot of fun. Let me know your favorite fragrances for the rain, to wear during the rain, in the comment section down below. And thumb up this video if you've enjoyed it. Never forget to never give up on love. Subscribe. And let's just listen for a second. Let's just listen to the rain falling before we say goodbye one last time.